Alright guys, so get the popcorn popping, get the sodas pouring, get coffee made. Hurry up, make love to your to get back at here because it's time for the Lucha Libre New Rancho. Only on Peter Buddy. So not a whole hell of a lot going on. I know I usually say that all the time, but really not a lot. We're talking about just a few quick things. So it's going to be like a really pretty quick video for this week. But yeah, let's just dive right into things here. So M.D.A. Lucha Libre had a really good set of matchups this past week. One match that really stuck out in my mind and I really just have to talk about was Bane versus Laredo Kid. Now this was definitely the matchup of the night, hands down for sure. This matchup was definitely huge back and forth matchup. Like the back and forth was just unreal in this matchup. The high flying was off the wall. The technicality of this matchup was just truly amazing. This matchup kept me on the edge of my seat, quite literally kept me guessing throughout. Now Laredo Kid did of course end up winning this matchup, but of course Bane ended up proving himself yet again as a high caliber force to be reckoned with for sure. Bane continues to surprise me. He continues to surprise everybody, really. I definitely can't wait to see what's next in store for this future Lucha Libre legend. Like this guy's just, as I've been watching him throughout his career, he's kind of been going, you know, he's one of those guys that just gets better and better and better and better every time you see him. I thought Laredo Kid would just walk right through him, up the floor with him, but this is not the case at all. This was such a good matchup and definitely the matchup of the night. Of course, you had other great matchups. You had Juventud and stuff like that involved, but I mean, still this matchup was the matchup of the night. If you didn't check this out, go watch it. I think you could find it somewhere floating on YouTube. I'm sure of it. Definitely go check this out for sure. Now, Triple A Conquista, Total seeing Killer Cross and Rey Escorpion in action versus Psycho Clown and La.Parka. Now this matchup was extremely one-sided. I've never really seen a AAA matchup so one-sided before. It was just a complete beatdown. We've seen Son of Phantasma interrupt the matchup and join in on the beatdown. At one point, he ended up leaving. Son of Viking ended up coming in and interrupting the matchup to help Psycho Clown and La.Parka, but it really didn't go well. I mean, he just got beat down as well. And of course, Cross and Rey Escorpion ended up winning the matchup with just extremely ease. Like this was just, it was just insane. But if you haven't seen any of the Consequenza Total from Lucha Libre AAA, definitely go check it out. I think you could watch it on their YouTube channel. Definitely go check it out for sure. A lot of great matches there. There's actually one, speaking of Laredo Kid, there was one between Laredo Kid and Taurus that was really, really good. Laredo Kid ended up winning that matchup, which was a really, really great matchup for sure. Not the best matchup, but decent back and forth for what it was. Of course, the back and forth continues between Blue Demon Jr. and Dr. Wagner Jr. The two, as of course everybody knows, are set to meet at Triple Mania this year. Now, of course, with Dr. Wagner Jr. Turning heel and Blue Demon Jr. turning face. It seems like the more they continue on with the back and forth between these two, the more they're leading toward Blue Demon Jr. Being the victor, and of course Dr. Wagner being the loser. I don't know really why they're pushing it in that direction, making it obvious that one guy is going to win over the other, but the more they kind of go on, the more I'm kind of interested in this matchup. Not really though, because I know who's going to win it, and it's just, I'm not a fan of Dr. Wagner Jr. I don't know why they always, right around the time where it comes for them to promote AAA, Triple Mania, they tend to give Wagner such a huge push. I don't really get it. I don't really like the guy, but it should be a pretty all in all decent matchup. Now La.Parka, who's been away from CMLL for the better part of several months, over half a year actually, what, 7-8 months, better part for over half a year for sure. No, yeah, since the summertime he's been away from CMLL. He has announced that he will be making his return to the CMLL in action on the 18th of this month. Of course, it's definitely not known if he'll actually be in a ring competing or if he'll be managing his son or whatever. Definitely no word on who he'll be fighting against. I would like to see him in matchup, but of course against who? Him versus Pentagon would be nice to see, but I'm sure he'll be coming back in trail action, as CMLL likes to put their guys into trail action for some reason. Now, WWC did have a show this past weekend, but it was definitely nothing special, nothing to really check out. Yeah, so don't waste your time, don't check it out. It was just really a sleep fest, which when it comes to WWC, that shouldn't really surprise you. I mean, I've never really seen a good WWC Lucha Libre event, like, ever. These guys definitely really need to step up their game if they're trying to compete in the Lucha Libre type world. I mean, their events are just really sad and just kind of depressing and really just hard to watch because of the lack of audience that they have. For one, they have like zero audience. Just a really lack of excitement in their promotion. So definitely hoping that WWC gets a little bit better when it comes to that type thing. But there's a lot coming up as well in April. We're going to be, I don't know if we're going to be doing anything in regards to the Lucha Libre New Sash Rancho for the weekend of for the week of the WrestleMania week, because there's a lot of Lucha Libre stuff coming out that week, a lot of promotions, a lot of different things going on that week that involves Lucha Libre. So keep your eye out. We'll be doing pretty much that whole week on Lucha Libre stuff. So definitely keep your eye out for that. But anyway, guys, that's just the quick video for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. You know very much. And I'll check you on the next video. And see you guys later.